welcome Emeralds. This is your Demon Lord, draconiczahak. Here today we are going to continue where we left off for our LB6 story, which currently at the moment we are at section 16. Planning to get through as much of this as possible, which before anniversary, which looking at was like it's going to be 24 is going to be like the last act, so but yeah. Gonna try to at least see if I can get through at least through the up to 18 here, but it depends on like how much time. But yeah, if we end up having to go over for anniversary, I think we'll be fine. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started. And let's start with Godjester. Godjester 2. And I looked over this, it's like, it's going to be actually kind of pretty easy. For the most part. Yeah, I've been trying and not red hair or actually get along here. Pretty well. What the heck was that about? Good morning. I'm sorry to call you here so early when I know you're so exhausted from yesterday's battle, but I'm afraid this is gonna wait. Yeah, it's fine, no, they'll still take the new hairdo. Last night, Altria and draconiczahak received invitations by Lady Moran of Godchester to attend the Ferdium Festival she'll be hosting. Achoo! That's me, sorry about that. We've been invited to a... Actually, how are you doing, man? Me? Oh, don't worry, I'm fine. My hair's the only thing different about me. At least that's good. In fact, I'm actually happy about this. It makes me look distinguished. Gotta say, yeah, it actually does look very good. I've always admired the Count's dashing hairstyle, so now I feel like I can hold my own at least a little. Oops, sorry, I just slipped out. Come on, Percival, you're not a child anymore. Anyway, we still need to decide what to do about Lady Moran's invitation. Pulling up all now. What she's up to something that's much for sir. Hang on, you said this fairy ball is called Ferdium. What exactly is that anyway? Let me explain. I always wanted to go to a ball, so I know all about them. Ferdium is a moonlit gala that every fairy in Britain dreams of attending. Every fairy who has done something impressive, like that year, like Kleinhans, is invited to speak about and be celebrated for their accomplishments. Attendees get to enjoy a never before seen scenery and never before eating cuisine, never before heard of music, and then to cap it all off, they decide on the fairy of the year, and the one who stands top of the fairy society shines brightly than any other. Is that right, Altria? There's not a fairy in Britain who doesn't dream of attending Fairyum, right? I guess, maybe I suppose there was one time I dreamed of it myself. Wait, does that mean that we're going? Cause I was kind of hoping to never have to go to another Fairyum if I could help it. Oh, this is our never chance to rebel. Yeah, that's definitely what Miranda has in mind with this invitation. But I still don't know why she's given us this opportunity. That's right, this is Miranda's way of making her intentions known for both the Queen and the child of prophecy. It makes perfect sense that the Lord of Godchester would hold the ball from time to time. That goes to devil for one with a long, storied history like Ferdium. Although, of course, Altria and draconiczahak will hardly be their only guests. I thought Morgan will step away from her throne, but she'll almost certainly send a delegation. At the minimum, Tristan and Lancelot will be among them. Right, of course, Lancelot always wins Fairy of the Year. That little bitch, huh? I love a little payback for while we were there, but Godchester's bound by Morale's bruise. So no one from any faction can fight at this ball, right? That's right, which makes this a perfect opportunity. In ordinary circumstances, we've never allowed it into Godchester. Now we definitely find the Queen by ringing 2 bells to defeat Woodrose. But for this occasion, we could probably attend the ball as distinguished guests. And once we're inside, we will be sneaking around and finding the secret rooms. That is what you do best, right, Altria? Okay, I knew it. God, that face she makes. Did you have something to say like that? She goes from one sewing face to another. Why did I miss it? Dead cell. I've already a carriage right away. The ball is being held tonight, so we'll need to hurry if we're going to make it to Colchester by evening. What was Moran thinking? Yeah, having it at this stage, Jesus. And that was actually pretty short. I'm actually too used to, I guess, things being a bit faster. Alright, switch over. Okay, this will work. Just need to switch things up. Okay, now put my BB in here. Hey Jake, how behind are you, but if you don't mind me asking? Alright, actually, where is... Where is, yeah. Yeah, I really need to fucking deal with this shit. Alright. You're on Act 2, but not far enough. Yeah, you're gonna have to go through a lot. I'll put Dome in here because, yeah. Hello. Oh, gotcha. And again, you probably get that. Well, hopefully you'll get your motivation back. Not only that was like fucking hearts there. Oh yeah, versus you rolling for fish by chance? Nope. Dude, she's pretty. It's a pretty good for busters and stuff. Plus, you can annoy Ryu with trying to loop with BB. Although, I think you're gonna probably need like a Kia scope for BB though. You know what? Bitch to bitch. Hey, she's pretty good at basically enabling like busters. Although half the time you probably won't need override, depending on like what you want. And I'm gonna say this: anybody watching, probably do yourself a solid and get Overrun, because yeah, he'll help any teams that have like awkward 30% charges, and he gives like a 70% charge. So. Okay, gotcha. BB, don't break the phone! Go try it, break the phone! I saw that lag. Now, speaking of summer, I really need to get Doman up to spawn 6. Oh, you also have a new phone. Nice. What phone is it? Phew, we made it. Our second time in Gloucester. Redbit and Percival are waiting outside the city limits, so we don't have to worry about them. Oh, it's an iPhone. Gotcha. I mean, I don't know how to project. You'll be able to project it, your like FGO onto from the iPhone onto your PC, but at least it's probably a good thing. It might actually help enable you to stream FGO again. If it's like at a decent model, like what model is it too for the iPhone? But unfortunately, we still have only 2 invitations, one for Ultra and one for draconiczahak. And each invitation only allows for a single +1, so we should go with them. The friendship and I make the most sense. We both met Moran. Having you around would be helpful since we're set hard at source here. But knowing you, I'm also sure you have no problem sneaking in anyway. Naturally, I'm fired by your trust of Muramasa. I know a number of gotchas straight away, so I'm sure I can find the one I need of a Kiwi companion. Fine by me. You guys have fun. I'm just gonna spend the whole time in the city. Damn, I just realized it means I won't get to go to the ball after all. But that's okay. Just it means I have a great opportunity to visit the count shop. Come with me, Happy Cat. Cat Pepperon gave me a layer of introduction to his shop here when we left Undium. He even said we should go and have a good time together. He's so considerate, don't you think? It's an iPhone SE. You know how to capture, but you need a phone that can run FGO again. What the fuck is an SE? Which year is that? Because I'm like looking up, I have third generation, 2020, 2022, and 2023. Okay, let's go. I wasn't really looking for fun tonight, but it doesn't sound bad. Wonderful, glad you're both getting along so well. Now, moving on. What should... Well, I don't know offhand. Well, it should say so on, like, probably could check, like, on the operations system or something. It's like... Yeah, maybe just, Google see, like, how you can tell, like, which version of, iPhone you have. What should we do about Miss Cold Feet over here, draconiczahak? Guess that's all we can do. I got the left side, you get the right. Oh, no, don't make it do this. I don't want to go to the ball dressed like this. I don't want to run into anyone I know. You're a king, right, Oberon? You can go and ring the bell. Just don't forget to bring us over there. Something tasty would be nice. Cut that out. No proper child of prophecy would ever say that. Do you know how many aspiring Cinderellas would give their eye and teeth for an invitation to this ball? Deal with it. Second gen? Okay. Alright, let's see. When was this made? Okay, it was announced 2020, so it's probably a bit over 3 years, but hopefully it should be okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't expect Ultra to be so sorry for this. Do you have some ball related to drama? Do you mistake it for a server or something one before? Don't be silly. Of course I never heard anything about anything happened to me. It's just, you know, I'm basically face of the Round Table Army, so I don't want to go in there underdressed. Oh, that's all. Don't worry then. Nothing better or more formal for a warrior to wear their battle dress. Then again, if you prefer, we could always have a draconiczahak ahead. But I doubt you'd be able to find him again later. So it's just it'd be you and Murmusa in the ball in that case. I don't see a problem with that. Okay, okay. I'll go, Ray. Just don't leave me behind. Whoa. Yep, this is amazing. I never thought there'd be such a fancy ballroom next to the auction house. It's a Fey domain within the Fey domain. A top-notch otherworldly reality marvel, the likes of which you rarely get to see. You can tell that this inside the building is very bigger than the outside. Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably going to be about a month and a half until she comes out. Because the thing is, we have to still yet. I think we have to do hunting quests, and then we have to do, on top of that too, we have to do Neurofest as well, and plus we are gonna get part 3 on the dropping on the 10th, so probably around the end of August. Whatever it is, it's down impressive. This place is an indication. Red might just be the best damn gardener I've ever seen. Hell, the view's so great you got Ultra to calm down. If you know that this is my second time here, so it sounded like I was entranced by the scenery. I almost must be wondering why Ian Moran wasn't in the bar to greet us after she invited us. But Ultra's pissed now. When she gets over herself, she's a really dependable ally. Huh, you're right. Now that you mention it, I don't see her anywhere. I would have thought that she would be the first to use the child of prophecy to lay these up at her part. Huh? May I have your attention, distinguished guests? On behalf of Lady Moran, the owner of this beautiful building, I would like to apologize for her tardiness. Okay, I don't have a mic, so I'm just... Well, I have a mic, but I don't have my actual thing to use as a mic, so I'm just using this. I have been told that she would be arriving about 1 hour, so please relax and enjoy yourself in the meantime. So, Moran isn't even here yet, and there's no sign of around either. Expecting me to put personal coaching on support? I can see about that. Where exactly do you want that at? What do you think, Draconiczahak? Should we just go and sneak into the bell tower now? Guess we may as well. Oh, looks like we got a new rival. Oh wow, the fairies are making it way for. What the fuck? Vargas is still here. What? Damn. Yeah, Aurora's here. Hey, look, it's that girl. Who's that girl next to Aurora? Aurora's exceptionally beautiful, but that fairy next to her is something else. I see, so you got for the proper young lady types, huh, Muramasa? Got nothing to do with what I like. I'm just being objective here. Ah, I see that Ultra has been a bit jelly. He is virulent and interesting. Yeah, that tracks. Of course Morgan's daughter would be here. So that's Moran's game, huh? She's serious and effective brat, interesting. Or maybe she's a perfectionist. One who's clearly not going to be satisfied until she's outright obliterates anyone who finds her. Good idea you didn't roll for him. You're not rolling for him just because he was basically pointing out what he feels about how he feels about Barry Lancelot. Are you looking for some? No, it's nothing. I'm just kind of wondering if Konak, no, Rebeth is here. That's all. Thank goodness she's not. Now I don't have to hear all her snide remarks about how she's doing much better than me. Because it's a little like Shiro. Okay. Do you like his Barmia form, though? Good day, child of prophecy. Congratulations on your victory on Londonium. Girl, I'm so sorry. I hope I wasn't being too loud. Oh gosh, I wasn't. I'm sorry. I'm from the country. I'm totally out of place here. Oh, his Barmia form. This is so nice of you to come here and say hello. I know how you feel. It's okay. There's nothing to be nervous about. Moran's cast a spell on this bar room that hides the safe spaces of anyone that doesn't already know them. His future self. His future self has got the nickname Marmia this year, remember? So please relax. Don't you have to worry about that. About anyone who didn't know anything about seeing you here. These are the kind of parties that happens every day. It's best to enjoy them while you can. I see. Thank you, Carl. You know, I have to say... I'm sure I'm not at least giddy about being here. I'm only here to guard Aurora. Let me remind you, Foreign Mage, you may be invited here, but you're still just a human. I suggest you remember your place and not speak of your mind so freely, if you know what's good for you. Thanks for the warning. I've always wondered what about humans' welfare, aren't you? That's just your way of telling them to speak out our affairs. That way they could cause any more trouble, right? Don't complain words in my mouth. I intend nothing of the sort. I'm not like Lay Aurora. I have no fondness for humans, and I don't think of them as equal in any way. Is that so? Because the way I see it, Aurora might let humans do whatever they want, but you actually tell them what they need to hear. So between the two of you, you seem like you actually treat humans more kindly than... Silence! I don't care what kind of fairy you are, or what kind you're from. The sign of Laura is the sign of the entire Wind Clan. And daring to compare it with the likes of me? Absolutely unthinkable. I see now it was foolish of me to bar paying respects to the child of prophecy. This is supposed to be a call for distinguished sketch. Brush up on your etiquette before you consider attending another. Gotcha, sorry about that. But before you go, do you mind if I just ask one more question? Couldn't help but notice that the art fairy next to Aurora. Is she serving as an escort or something today? Even though you're her right-hand fairy? No fairy shines brighter than Lay Aurora. Only the most beautiful fairies deserve to stand by her side. As such, I'm happy to offer my seat to one more suitable like her. Even if she's a grotesque creature who crawled her way up to the foulest sludge imaginable. There she goes. And for what the fishy said, I don't blame her. What was all that about the fishy? It's not like you. Yeah, well, it was a bust. I've been wondering just how different corals and Aurora's values we are for now, so I thought they would get the chance to see it myself, but I guess I went a little too far. How different their values are. What do you people say to Coral? Never seen her so upset before. The fairy was with Aurora. Oh, alright, I'm not wearing my armor today, am I? Pardon me. It's our first time meeting, but it's first time introducing herself. I'm Tam Lancelot. Welcome to the ball, draconiczahak. And who might you be, young lady, if you don't mind me asking your name? Oh, good God, they have the lonely sparkling. Sparkling, no, I'm Leonardo Vinci. Stretches me. Oh, God, no, Vinci's like an but for beauty. So, is this like, the Vinci X, Barry Lancelot's not gonna be a thing now? What? I might be Johnny's technical advisor, but I'm still an artist and foremost. I can't help but appreciate beauty wherever I find it. Next gen your shit. Let's go. Well, more of a gravel thing too, since he rolled for MP5 of Barry Lancelot. Well, damn if you don't seem like a totally different person. This is what you're like when you're not in armor. No, you're good. You're good.
I'm sorry, have we met?
Oh, damn! You mean you don't remember? You knocked me out the damn castle filled with holes!
Oh, you must be Muramas. Sorry, I never get a good look at your face.
Damn! That's what roasted tonight.
I do remember you, though. Got you like a fish was so much fun.
Okay, it's official. We need to hook up the fishy with her. Yeah, it's like if she's smart enough to pull roast off like this without even fucking trying, let's step them up to Jesus here.
I know you must be still alive, but I have a feeling that we get to fight again. We would get to fight again someday. I wonder when our next fight will be. Maybe you'll be fine with me to cut off my head. Oh, I can't wait to punch that Quavertonga spirit core straight out of you.
Yeah, right.
Oh, she kind of reminds me of Aurora.
She's a princely type, a total prince. No wonder she's been gifted that's last name.
What happened to be Alvin's, Oh right, Aurora told me not to let my true personality show to us. Congratulations on your victory in London. You may be enemies, but that well fought. I must commend you. Also, there's one thing I'd like to ask you. How is Percival doing? I've been told he's still alive, but is he hurt at all, or is he just or is there anything unusual about him?
Oh, he's fine, but his hair's different.
I'm his big sister.
Oh, his big sister. Well, don't worry about. Well, you're small! I'll give you his big sister, you're small. Yeah, this reminds me of School Rumble, where basically, Tenma's actually the big sister and Yakumo's the younger sister, but Yakumo has actually taller than Tenma. Yeah, there's siblings like that. Oh, that is true.
Temlin last night. She just up and left after telling us she was Percival's sister.
Really, she's the type who just says what she wants and leaves. Maybe she went for a straight spurt.
Percival kept his personality close to the chest. I don't think he was hiding it from us. There wasn't never any reason to bring it up. Is there something most people in Britain know about Ultra? No, not at all. In fact, I don't think most people would even believe it if we told them. I can barely believe it. Just heard it straight from Lancelot. Then I guess that Percival just wants to keep it a secret. Probably hell on the round table is more often than other commanders actually loves Lancelot's brother. That obvious. Temlin just spilled a piece like that was nothing. I swear, Temlin just seems to go around doing whatever the hell they want. All the time, don't they? It's not a big deal. I think we just keep this to ourselves. It's not as though Lancelot, Percival, and Lancelot are connected. It's not our place to comment on their relationship as siblings. Got it. If you're okay with that, we don't mind keeping it a secret. Still don't get how they could be siblings at all when Percival's human and Lancelot's a fairy. It's not uncommon for fairies to adopt humans as their children. So, oh shit, I'm doing the visualizer. So I guess that Lancelot and the fairy who took in Percival are acquaintances. But this explains why he didn't want to go near Salisbury. You do, human. That's right, I'm talking to you. One of the Tamlin said he wanted to talk to you out of the terrace. Get out there fast and make sure you're on your best behavior too.
He wanted to see me.
Oh dear, no one even here, so... What are you going to do? Are you going to go see what she wants? Of course, even with Miran's rules in place, this is still enemy territory. And the terrace is a private area, so no affairs will bar us there. It's perfect sense for a conversation. I guess Lancelot must have more she wanted to ask this after all. Pardon me, honestly, I was hoping to serve her for a little more anyway. But I mean her outfit, just her outfit. Although, I couldn't help but pick up some tips from the construction, you know? Yep, Ultra's jelly. Just getting jealous. Surprised I've never seen the art of Lloyd Visual on Twitter. Yeah, it's like there's like a lot of ships that need like art made of them. It's like they're hidden in plain sight, but yet no one's like picking up on that for some fucking reason. Oh, four. I'm impressed you accepted an invitation from the enemy. Not that I ever thought you would. I'm going. I can't go by that name anymore. It's just Bargus now. Good evening, Bargus. I've heard you. Never seen you since the night in the Welsh Force. That's not no idea what kind of disciplinary measures you had to face afterwards. If you have something you want to say to us, then why don't you start with that? Huh? What is the Bargus? Is it this for draconiczahak's ears only or something? Not exactly. It's not that fishy. You just captivated her. Come on, Bargus, spill it out already. We don't have it all night here. I know I'm a busy woman myself, so I'll keep this brief. The fishy was it. I'm currently confined to my territory. I've been relieved of my duty to protect Britain. Consequently, we have no reason to raise a hand to the child prophecy now. I wasn't even planning to send a spell at all until I realized that I might see you all here. So I swallowed my pride and came here to speak with you. Does that answer your question? Sure does. I don't want mean any harm right now, but I have to be sure to understand. Pay no heed. You're the foreign mage's advisor. I understand you had to ask. Now, here's my question for you. I'd like you to tell me whatever you can about the outside world, about proper human history. Hackley Morgan gave me a broad overview, but I still know nothing about its history. What things are truly like there? I would like to know if you are actually the merciless apparition barbaric invaders. Here's the real question, Marcus. Can we dance? Ah, I see, Jake. I see you're into like those kinds of women. And there you go. And there you go. That's all I can tell you about the limited time we have. Our business and the Lost Spots have reclaimed our history in their future. This place is an art target now, but it is still a Lost Spot, but eventually we need to be pruned. You want in? But we don't have any issues with us whatsoever, so we want to erase this history. Even though this may be a zero-sum game where only Lost Spell or proper history can ultimately survive. I was trying to roll for her when she came out, but only got an assassin spook. I mean, I think she comes back, so I mean, you can get her when Oberon comes up. That's the issue between worlds, not residents. Is that how you feel too, draconiczahak? I see. You truly are a young man of integrity, aren't you? In that case, let me ask you how this. Do fairies exist in proper human history as well? Yep. Life isn't exactly easy for them, but we still have fairies in the British woods. There are also fairies in Ireland and the Isle of Skye, and France across the channel. Ireland, Skye, and France, I see. Alright then. I'm saying those questions size for later. What about calamities and more? Do those exist too? Nope, we don't have any of them there. What peaceful world yours might be. I can't be fairies who inhabit it. Although I probably would say peaceful would be the right word at the moment. Okay, now let me say strictly hypothetically. What if we were to... No, never mind. That would be asking too much. Oh god, she's hiding behind her bangs now. Well, I've learned what I wish to know. My apologies for taking up your time. Yes, you can move to proper human history. How do you know? I didn't think that would even occur to you. Oh please, that isn't hard to figure out, and I have no doubt draconiczahak feels the same asking after talking to you. And a rare role for her when she's on radio with Morgan and Oberon. Hey, Oberon is fucking gives 70% charge. Why do people fucking just pass him up? Burgundy always seemed to be more focused on protecting the fairies of Britain than the land itself. I mean, great, I can understand the character personality, but good God. The whole reason you agreed to serve Morgan is because she was keeping Britain safe. But if she has no intention of protecting the people, you'd have to find another way to do so yourself. So it makes perfect sense that you're concerned moving to them to the more peaceful to ice, like the proper human history. Oh, so he has both at the same time, gotcha. But still, such a thing here possible. The inhabitants of the Lost Box can only survive inside their lost spell. And the fairies and British are doomed to be used and discarded as mere tools for High King Morgan. True, but that was the case for all lost spells, but Britain is different. It's really possible for you and the art fairies to exist in proper history, Parkers. It wouldn't be exactly easy, of course. There would be a number of major hurdles that you need to overcome first, but there's nothing that can be resolved through a peaceful discussion. And I'm sure we can maybe imagine that as long as we have a kind-hearted fairies like you and Audrey attending hers. I see, and it seems that I need to make a decision as well. And it's nice to see we can. I actually love Marcus's versus Franklin here. Just like eye in her eyes and shit. Draconiczahak. I'd like you to come to my domain, Manchester. I have a proposition I'd like you to discuss there. I understand if you still can't trust me. Just hearing what you have to say have me enlightened enough. Alright. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Oberon. Sorry I'm late. It took me longer to get in than I thought. Was that Vargas I just saw leaving? Looks like whatever she wanted must have had been serious. She didn't challenge you to a duel or something, did she? Well, I see. So she's thinking about immigrating to proper human history. There's something I haven't had to consider. But that's the kind of big, bold thing I've been expecting of her. Definitely an idea worth pursuing. I wish I could have been there for that discussion. So what did you talk? That was as far as I got. It's too dangerous a topic to discuss here. So she asked us to come to Manchester to talk it up. What do you think, Oberon? Manchester, huh? Not sure I like the sound of that. The role of Vargas' domain is the survival of the fittest. A very little dog-eat-dog world where the weak are just meant for meat for the strong. I'm not talking about national laws here. This is something everyone there truly believes. Manchester is the weak offer themselves up to the strong, and the strong think they're nothing of exploiting the weak. There's the very idea of fighting for their lives never even crosses their mind. Godchester's Fey domain is designed to let the weak and strong coexist on equal footing, but Manchester is all about let the strong do whatever they like, the weak be damned. So if you're absolutely positive about Vargas won't try to attack you there, I suppose you could pay her a visit. Marky does seem like she meant us any harm, but she's also definitely carnivore. So if she did decide to eat us, there wouldn't be anything we could do to stop her. Not really. You know the stories about the black dog, Duchess, right? Vargas has taken a number of lovers over the years, but none of her relationship has lasted very long. They say she marries her dead boyfriend to bring him back to their mansion, and by the next year she would have eaten him whole. The only creatures in all Britain who eat fairies are the black dogs and Vargas. She may be strong against her nature, and tried to be civilized, but those instincts always went out eventually. Yikes. Hate to suck to be your husbands. There's the real reasons that she's so wide with fear. I really can't endorse this plan. That's why she's called the Black Dog Duchess. Come to think of it, Mike sits up about her too. Queen of many lovers. Queen of the Garden. Always hungry, never satisfied, she'll take a lure over one day and eat them up the next. Yeah, she seems pretty sincere to me. But of course that's as good as a guess that could just be part of nature as a fan. Let's forget about bargains for now. We still have an objective here, so we should focus. The bell tower's right next to this hall. In fact, we can sneak in from here from the terrace. I think it would be best to handle that now, before it ends. The ball ends. Are you ready, Altria? Yeah. Okay. For everything else that's happened, I'm not even nervous anymore. Come on, draconiczahak. Let's go ring the first bell. Immigrant, huh? What a clever idea you had, Vargas. And just after we burned down the Walsh forest, too. Uh-oh. Bell tower for 4. Nice work with that lock, Autry. You did one hell of a job like a modern day Nasusumi Gozuru or Juraraya. I don't know who those proper human history fairies are, but something tells me about their names tells me that wasn't a couple. Now that you mention it, there's a lot of fairies who love to play pranks, but never heard of one who likes to steal money. Of course you haven't. Ordinary fairies would never have any need for money. It's only because Morgan created courtesy that fairy society started building the banks to keep their property safe. It was why lockpicking was developed in the first place. It's not easy to open human-made safes with fairies. Skies anymore alone. So we have lockpicking. We have okay. Thanks for dropping in, Jake, and have a good one too, man. Everyone said something effective too about these skills being useful on a journey like mine. Autry, you said Muro taught you Magecraft, right? Did he live in Tingango too? Actually, I've never seen him in person. I heard his voice whenever I was by myself. He said he's been imprisoned by a scary queen, but he could still teach me Magecraft if I don't mind disciplinary. So that's how I learned the basics of Magecraft. Everything else basically came up on my own. I see, this sounds like what happened with property ministers, Altria. But they are adopted far tired the ways of knighthood. And when she's asleep, Muro taught her what she needed to know to be a king. Yep, that part was more or less the same as Fairy Prince 2. Huh? Hang on, are you all hearing that chair? Chair 2. The ferdium you saw was below was child's play, a fancy illusion, nothing more. But this is Godchester, the city of trends, bands, joys, and the more than parts of lighting this up. Excitement, stakes, pantheons, drama. Which is why I prepare for once a time for myself for all you enjoy. This audition will dedicate the true queen. The winner of the bow will to our fairy prince's very future. Now get ready for a hell of a lot for the Caps and MB, because it's time for the main event. Whoa! Where did all those masked fairies come from? I knew it. I knew you were up to something like this, Moran. Allow me to introduce the contenders once again. Up on stage now, we have one of the hottest couples in all the land. Temla and Tristan and Her Majesty's beloved daughter, and Lord Birlcott, Her Majesty's fiance. Poet is the one of a change sweeping across spirit cells. And cells prophesied saved her. Ultra, child of prophecy, and Lord draconiczahak to foreign marriage. It will be here that on stage that Temlin, that Tristan and Ultra's fierce showdown will begin. And I also told that Lord Beryl and Lord draconiczahak even have a deeper connection. Can you think of a better matchup? Sure I can't. But come on down to the stage. Whoever I may think, Godchester's spell will not reject one capable of being Temlin and Tristan. This is amazing. Trust Lady Miranda to give us what we didn't even know we wanted. Lady Tristan means business this time. It's not. That's a traditional combat fairy outfit I ever seen one. I have to have. Oh my gosh, no matter how many times I see Bianca, this is something indescribably wonderful about him. Just look at his limber stature. His strong, muscular limbs. He looks like an expert dancer. The child prophecy must be quite a lucky too, seeing how she defeated the Rose. Can't wait to see what the savior of Britain looks like. Crap. Don't listen to him. Oh shit, she stripped it out in her own world. It's too late, she's over trying to sneak away. Get back here, Ultra. We're so getting out of this now. No, let me go, I can't do this. No, seriously, I can't. Just kick her onto the stage. It won't matter what she's up there. Oberon! What do we do, Marasa? Marin, a stage like this has got to be have a trusser, right? Where's that at? Oh, if it isn't Muramasa, glad you're still alive and well. Yes, there's a trusser room right behind the stage. What's this about? Great, give us a minute. Hey, draconiczahak, come here for a second. Oh man, where did it go? They're seriously not gonna fight after we went through all this trouble? Of course not. Nobody in the right mind would ever want to never fight me. Isn't that? It's like this isn't like last time. There's no rule against magecraft. And I'm wearing much more glamorous outfit, and I've got you here with me. It's a shame won't be able to cut that cheeky tongue of hers out, but at least I can live with watching her run off with her tail between her legs. In fact, I actually feel sorry for her. I mean, can you imagine something more hilarious than a pathetic low-class fairy being paraded around as the child property of all things? You can't find anyone more admissible and unwritten. Oh, yeah? We'll see about that. Huh? Smile. Right, okay, deep breaths. Deep breaths. Well, you said you're a bit trusted, but what's with that totally obscene outfit? I'm Ultra, the child prophecy, and on my honor as the caster, I'm going to ring that bell, pretty much whether you like it or not. Try to get in my way, and I'll cut to you and those tastefully expensive heel sounds of size. Ah, kitty's got claws. I still don't think you know a decent high heel if it's stepped on you. But that's all big talk's gonna make you losing much more embarrassing. I feel sorry for you for sure, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna spare you. Wait, you're actually think you're stronger than me? Oh, well, I actually feel kind of bad. I really do have nothing but pity for you, you know. You have plenty of practice running home and crying to mommy, right? I mean, I think so, since this will be your second crack at it. No, it won't! You're the one who's gonna be crying after I tear you apart! Ouch! Trisha can't hold a candle to her trash can, huh? I guess that's hard to compete with for someone who's used to following up her frustrations. Anyway, I'd like to chat with you a little more. draconiczahak, but this is a 2-on-2 battle. Well, this is never gonna go any other way, right? Personally, this is my very first time fighting as a master, and I'm going up against a seasoned veteran who defied death more times than I can count. So I plan on treating this as a learning experience. Let's go enjoy killing each other, shall we? Kohai. Yeah, okay.
いいね。モルガンの娘同士、マスター同士の戦いってわけだ。楽しもうぜ、後輩。
So that's all it says.
援護は
It's it, yes.
レディースピネル。
Okay, let's go.
あれはいつか見た終わりの星。多くの言葉、わずかなきらめき。どれほど遠く汚れても私は星を探すのです。
Yeah, it might be doing it a bit soon, but
幕を開けてアラウンドカリバーン。ここでここまでやれば
instead of getting like fucking so much MP charge.
望まれることをもちやります。
Alright, and again.
それはいつか来る兆しの星。
Yeah, I'm just looping at this point.
あなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。ここでまっすぐ先生の杖で光を不良品になれブータ望まれることをもちろん。それはいつか来る兆しの星。
Alright.
誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。ここでまっすぐ先生の杖で光をわがまま気まぐれぬくれ痛いブーターですから。
乗ってきた乗ってきた。受け取ってくれよ、俺からのおひねりだ。
望まれることを望まれたように負けないぞ。もちろんそれはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまで
Is
も
this like the fourth
あ
time?
なたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。ここでまっすぐ先生の杖で光を運命って残酷よね。善人悪人関係なし。恨まれたらそれまでってこと。ほーらゴミになーれ。もうやだ。やります。もちろん突破します。ここまでやればほらぐちゃぐちゃに。
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll just use one.
望まれることを望まれたように負けやります。あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れて
Yeah, I still have like
私は星を探す
probably
の
like
で
a
す。
lot of these anyway,
幕を
so
開けてアラウンドカリバーン。ここでまっすぐ先生の杖で光を今のうちに準備。もちろんもちろん望まれることを負けないぞ。あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても私は星を探すのです。さあ幕を開けてアラ
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing very last one. I could probably get that.
ここでまっすぐ神聖の記録もちろん負けないぞ何のためにやります
Okay, that's gone.
それはいつか来る兆しの星誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょうアラウンドスカイバーンここでまっすぐなんだ覚悟しろ鐘の音が聞こえる
Felt wrong. No, it's leaving me. Wait, come back. Mara's going to be furious with me again. He's going to ask me why I'm like this. Why I'm always like this. Time one. Lost time for progress makes soup. Fantastic. I knew I had so much properties right. From here on out, the child, the properties is the one to invest in. That's all aside. Where have I seen Tristan before? I don't remember now. I know exactly who she is. I saw her 100 years ago back in Lorna Grimrock's mansion. Her real name is Boros Sith. She was a prostitute in Darton and a vampire. A vampire? What in the world is the High Queen thinking? I can't imagine anything more disgusting than living on human blood. No wonder she stinks like a sewer. I can only wonder how many humans she sold her body to. The resurrection 100 years ago. I remember the Darton was overrun by horses. She and Morgan must have been responsible for Darton's destruction. Lord Grandma becoming a night call. No wonder that damn vampire's the only one who made it out of that place alive. No, you got it wrong. I just stop it! Stop it! Don't badmouth her! Mur knows best! So what if I suck blood for dead bodies? So what if I'm undead? Darton wasn't my fault. It's the running away! Boros was running away! I knew the queen wasn't thinking straight. Why else would she choose a low-caste fairy like her as a successor?
Damn! Talk about a tough crowd. Yeah, it turned out to be kind of a lot. Yeah.
So she's just lying about everything. I guess that's no surprise. Well, shit, you really had handed me my ass. You're as good as I heard, draconiczahak. Pretty sure there's no way I'll ever beat you in a master battle anymore. So what are you gonna do now? Gonna have your lady friend here kill me, or are you gonna sell this to yourself? As you can see, I'm totally unarmed now. And I don't have it, but well above Sif to protect me anymore. Seems that to me like you're not gonna give any better chance to tell than this to Omni, am I right? draconiczahak? We can't fight here. Gotcha, too bad. Really thought I could end things here. Looks like you got even better nose for danger than Caddick. Now I'm really impressed. Well, time for to show myself out. Besides, I don't see the point in playing with you anymore until Mash is still missing. So long, Saber. See you in Camelot someday. True name revealed. Tamlin Tristan, true name. Boa Bun Sif. Sorry if I pushed that. Alright, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Be right back.
You have to be careful. Don't go into the gacha. It will destroy you. It will wreck your life. But if it's for a waifu or husband, no, do it. Roll for the service you want.
우리 그때요 유튜브가 줬어. 그래서.
But yeah, it is just going to just absolutely wreck your life, but it's worth it. But yeah, thank you for coming, mortals. Hope. That way I don't have to change the pot. Your point is valid. You suck, Shiki and Arash. You fight the Hacker Commander? Well, I am the Demon Lord, and the Demon Lord says, Arash. Even this gate agrees with me. Yeah.
Man.
I agree.
No.
Oh my, no, I forgot that,
Come on.
I
Caster.
forgot that she's now data lost.
Not the caster.
Oh.
Oh, I do have.
What's a Marie? Hey, it's Lord Doom's waifu.
I think I have MP5 already.
That's not bad, actually.
Let's not Viva La France.
Berserker! Berserker!
Oh, are you serious?
Oh!
It's Pen. Hold on.
Come on.
Number 5.
Come on.
5 stars still alive.
Berserker! 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 Assassin!
What'd you get? Oh my god, he pulled Cleo!
He pulled Cleo!
Oh, well, hey. He just left!
Ooh. I see a lot of boxes. Let's see if I like it. Okay. See you in a bit, Hydra. Okay. Okay, I'll take a go fruit. On 7. Ah, chains. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, go in the Millennium Tree. What the heck? It's a spook? Oh my god! Oh, shit. Yeah, nutty. Okay, back guys. Alright. Now on to the story. Great work out there, everyone. I'm so glad you enjoy yourselves. That's so. I'm pretty sure you're the only one in there enjoying yourself. Your dumbass so made me pull out all the tricks I've been saving way earlier than I would like. Oh, what tricks? Did you join a fight while I wasn't looking? No, shut up! Damn it. So much for saving it from Camelot. By the way, draconiczahak, I really have to thank you for this lovely outfit. I had no idea you've been working on it in secret all this time. Were you just too shy to say something sooner? You're considered little dick as you. Actually, look, that screams not one word. I think it looks great on YouTube. He doesn't want to say awesome, dude. Thank you. I feel dashing and gallant in this. When I think about people seeing me like this, it's enough to even make a timid thing like me want to give it my all. It seems like you're all working together much better now than you were last time you came here. Oh, someone's a little upset about being the odd fairy out. Not anymore, no. It's just that you've been so Rick over on that you're feeling a little too or something. I'm being honest. No fair making an outfit like that behind my back. Man, I was really hoping to put Altria's official child property about Operator when we could really do it up in Silent Londrium. No, don't be like that. I see this belt worked just as well as I could do. You saw the upper class fairies on the auction house, right? Too, right? They all saw Altria beat 10 just a fair square. in the matter of befitting the child prophecy, so it won't be long before they told all prison as well. Plus, we also get a ring to bell while we're at it. So does this mean that the Winko has officially recognized the child prophecy, man? Of course, now that the bell's been rung as a recognizer, I have nothing more to say. That being said, contests are still going to remain neutral. This was Tristan's show, so I did decide to offer you the bell myself. As such, I haven't technically defied the Queen. While you're at it, let's get one more thing straight. I have no plans to help the Round Table Army. Fairies and humans may both be equal in Godchester since we value the brands of trades more than anything. But in general, I still hate humans, and the Round Table Army is no exception. So please don't expect me to help them in any way, shape, or form unless they have an especially good business deal for me. No, see, so if we can work out a deal, you have no problem coming over to our side, huh? Oh, for would you knock it off with the... Can we all just get along nonsense? Your blockhead's idealism just really pisses me off. Huh? What are you talking about? Never mind, just forget it. Oh, but... Anyway, I'm really busy right now. You guys can knock yourselves out with the alt war all you want. Me, I have my books to get back to. Although I Fate era documents I found in the records I brought from Camelot aren't going to read themselves. You also on Sif, who's boss, and rang the bell like you want, right? So if there's nothing else you want from me, will you just get lost already? Yes, where's Coin Sky right now? Oh, Lady Fox, she's... out of business at the moment. On business. Apparently she's found something she was looking for. I would wish her to get luck on her work, but she doesn't need anything of that sort. Thanks for waiting, YouTube. We made it back from the ball in one piece. Well, I didn't know much about fashion, so I don't have the words to describe it, but you look awesome, Autria. The bell dress is good, but this is great. You think so? I know. No, maybe it does. That reminds me. Your armor looks really cool too, Gareth. Happy cat? Huh? I mean, I'm fine, just a little taken back by Autria's new outfit. I'll be damned. I guess fairies of paradise really do have all the same taste in clothes. I'm glad to see you and Gareth are no worse than I'm really happy shot. Okay, let's get out to Godchester then. We don't want to keep Percival waiting too long. Oh, and don't worry, I've already brought a souvenir for Ribbit. He's much more innocent than he looks, so I know he'll be disappointed if we don't bring something back for him. Hey, that's a real concern of you, Oberon. Now, if only there's someone we can name since I saw your example. Speaking of souvenirs, we got some last time we left Gotras to do, didn't we? I wonder how those fairies are doing now. Wanna go say hi before we leave, Ultra? Do I actually believe in you introducing yourself as child prophecy now? Huh? You mean those fairies from last time? Hmm? No, not today. It's a little too late for a surprise visit. We could take him next time we're in town. Right, Ultra, you can see him anytime you want to come back here, can't you? Yeah, right. Besides, I don't have anything to give them now. Anyway, next time I'll make sure to have lots of church gifts before I visit. Okay, then let's get going. Time is money, and we still have to discuss our next move. Double check with Oberon. Oh, how come you're hanging back, draconiczahak? Did you forget something, or do you want to pick up some good tea while we're here? Actually, I wanted to ask you something. Sure, what is it? Where were you the night before the battle in London? I think Gabriel might have been more right about you than you realized. You really do have the most success or danger, or maybe your life was forcing you to develop one. Well, there's no point in keeping it a secret, especially since it look like you're already figured out, so I'll be straight with you. That night, I was here in Godchester to negotiate a deal to help us defeat Moon Rose.
It wasn't with Miranda either. It was with Queen Sky, one of your enemies. Oh, and I can tell she's a horrible monster. Probably at least as much as of an obstacle to you as Morgan. But even poison can be useful to... Depending on how you use it. Huh? Poison is still poison, exactly. That's why I took steps to ensure that it would be used against our enemy Woodrose, rather than against us. There was never really question of Morgan not sending out reinforcements out. Woodrose is one of her most valuable soldiers after all. And once her reinforcements arrive, London would have fallen. Percival is a great knight, sure. But he has a bad habit of assuming every other soldier can fight just as well as him. He loves the Round Table Army as much as he can tell, but overestimate their abilities. Don't get me wrong, that's a good thing, and maybe one of Percival's weaknesses, but as a commander of the Round Table Army, that's arguably a strength. Which is why I have no choice but to employ an underhanded trick. Woodrose is fully aware how many soldiers the Round Table Army had and what tactic they were going to use. He could have easily handled them whatever the Round Table Army left alone through of him. So I chose to deploy something you can never see coming. A foreign poison known as Koiska, which never previously existed in Britain. I know she could find something that she was looking for. So I used the lovers to convince her to stall the Queen's reinforcements for us. But she didn't have much more than that. Much more than I never expected. She somehow made every single soldier disappear without a trace. And for a feast form. That's a cowardly move, I know, and believe me, I'm not proud of it. But if that's what I have to do to advance our cause, I think it won't think twice. When this is over, I'd like you to decide my punishment. That's why you took the time to ask me about this, am I right? Could have said nothing, but you are my friend, and friends don't let friends do that kind of thing. So he made a deal with Going Sky, huh? Alright. Okay, and then we go to the next chapter. Okay, this is a treat. In 19th century Japan, around the end of the Edo period, the Sisazama domain set a number of promising years of young men overseas, so that they could one day help Japan prepare for the age to come. Their ultimate destination was London, capital of the British Empire, the city leading the charge into the Mara era. This man was not chosen for the exchange program. He had been born into a poor samurai family, had no property, no social status merit is inclusion in history. He may not have been chosen as one of the students. He was able to sail away on the boat carrying them, disguised as one of his crew. At this point, he no longer remembers why he left his homeland. Maybe he didn't want to be there for the end of the era. Maybe he simply fed up with its culture. Or maybe he just wanted to see what it was like in another country. Anyway, he no longer remembers. So there's one thing he loved more than his country, his family, his friends, or even people in general: art. The only memory that at times barely retains is a permanent he felt upon arriving in the harbor. His eyes sparkled at a new world that lay before him. Compared to his stagnant hometown he had left behind, it may as well have been another planet. Then the man slipped away from his work at the ship and began exploring the new city, only a map as his guide. It was like a dream come true. He wished he could stay longer. But he was cunning, he knew a reality of the situation, knew the dreams that inevitably end, and timetables needed to be followed. As long as he returned to harbor by some side, he would still be punished, but at least he would have a way home. So after checking the time and confirming he still had plenty of it, he snuck into the third noble's mansion. This mansion was questioned the home of many beautiful works of art. But there was one picture in particular which was so eerie and disturbing that it took the man's breath away. Luckily, he slipped back to the mansion and returned to the harbor where the exchange ship, as soon as the ship was docked right on time. It took him a full day to realize he inadvertently wandered into an even stranger, more unfamiliar land. Somebody! Anybody! Help! Please! I just want to go back to Japan! From that point on, the man's life was filled with adventure. Soon afterwards, he's captured by fairies and made into a slave. As a fairies captive, he endured countless hardships. When the fairies reached his expiration date of 30 years, they set him free. Since he was not originally bred and raised from fairy breeding, he still had many years ahead of him. While the land of Fate was far too harsh for an environment for this man of 45 to endure, he had made sure to observe the fairies around him closely over his 30 years of slavery. He risked his old identity, hired the fairy workers of his own. Found that company, he had his fairies killed art fairies to dissect them and study them. He created a serum of eternal youth to slow its aging process. Its effects were nearly irreparable, but it was better than nothing. He continued his efforts for the next 4 years, becoming a 90-something-year-old man who still looked like a young fairy. Even then, he made it a point to only deceive the Earth Clan. The Earth Clan fairies were narrow-minded and obscene, but they were also technology, and were willing to trust someone based on the quality of their goods and their personality. They were completely lacking in business acumen. And so the man became the Earth Clan's leader's secretary and found he got along with the better than any other fairy. Oh, so this explains everything. He is human, he's just... There was something, even friendship between the two. The Earth Clan's leader generally cared for the man, and together they shared their own company. And so Springin and Capeless, Fairy's British first general department store was born. Sometime later, the man murdered the Earth Clan's leader in cold blood. He needed his name to develop a Norwich fur in service of his goals. There was no one left in Fairy Printer who knows the man's original doubt proper human history is any different. I swear, I don't know when I'm going to get a decent night's rest again. Wars have been pouring in non-stop ever since yesterday. Camelot, Lundium, Innerberg, our iron weapons are so as fast as we can make them. And then there's the remnants of Woodrose's army and Gotchus's bell of pilgrimage. Fairies are caught from Morgan's Alpha, but popping up in villages all throughout the land, not just in major cities. Good grief, I can only imagine how the Queen must feel, seeing her 2,000 years of rule come to this. Queen Morgan may be a great ruler, but the masses still have no idea how great her accomplishments are. Only a scant handful of them can even begin to comprehend the sheer scale of her strategy. It's not like how those who live in cities only see their own hubs, and completely miss the fact that their city would exist if not for the ground it's built on. Well, that's a surprise. This almost sounds like you wanted Morgan to keep ruling. No, I'm simply saying facts. Personally, I agree with the world at large. It's time for Her Majesty to step down. I'm not even saying she's as well. She's simply been in power for far too long. The Queen has made an excellent country, but her values are simply too old-fashioned, and I can hardly blame her, seeing that she's over 2,000 years old. Countless generations of receptions have come and gone, and in that time their values have changed. The Queen continues her policy of being at one with the nature while tightly controlling the human population. This island will never grow beyond its current size. There are few things more frightening than the harm perpetrated at an out of touch of generosity. Accuracy. All parts are meant to be changed out. Nothing left running forever. Of course, I have no intentions of becoming king myself. Even the world property areas I come from, Britain was ruled by a queen. So I believe Fairy Britain was also best ruled by a queen. Wouldn't you agree? Then who are we have in mind for the next one? Ideally, I prefer a bright and cheery fairy who generally loves her people. One surprising beauty, but also who is even more wicked still, and probably more ignorant of her own foolishness. Now that would be a queen worth supporting. If I ever serve another overly intelligent ruler in my life, it would be still be too soon. So that's why you chose her. True, she does seem like she would be a good fit for you. But the chances of that coming to pass are not. She has no hope of being Morgan, much less assuming the throne. Right you are, as far as I know, the only one person out there capable of being. And as luck will have it, my soldiers keep an eye on the battlefield just to happen to find them. All I have to do now is decide to when to send them in.
Must say, I'm glad that we're in Britain. No one else here is familiar with the idea of using a piece of captured from the enemy for your own ends. You're not born with a trump card. You gain them as suppose about. That said, I have many opponents to play with whoever the last 100 years. They let me escape. Didn't let me escape. Took a pay on me. The High Queen's daughter. Beryl was up there helping me. I wasn't holding anything back. So why couldn't I win? Me, the High Queen's own daughter. Ah! Yeah, she's really having a tantrum. Tantrum here. Mother doesn't need any darts but me. There doesn't need to be any other mage than me. If only I had some magecraft that was just mine. Something special fit for the High Queen's dart. Oh? Uh-oh. Oh, it's a thinking I haven't lost it all. All I have to do is bring the garden from Mother's throne. That's not good. Okay. 17. Manchester. So we're heading towards Gawain's place, I guess. Percival, we're back! Hello everyone, I'm glad to see you're all safe and sound. Congratulations on the overworld job well done, draconiczahak. I think everybody in Britain must have heard the bell pilgrimage ring. As your exclusive right, I too couldn't be happier about this latest success. Different subject. Did you happen to pick me up a souvenir? I don't know if you remember this, but I was no easy feat for us ferry horses to transport all you from London to Colchester in only half a day. Of course I remember. Here you go. Tune in. One hair restorer and suntan oil I found in the shady looking hole in the wall. It's just one of the many different magecraft stickers being sold there now thanks to Ultra's precious escapade. Hair restorer for a horse? There's no need to hide. Lately I know you're a fashionable fairy who cares a great deal looks about his appearance. Be honest, you're itching to change your look now that Archer has done the same. You're a great fairy, Oberon. A shady looking hole in the wall, you say? Sounds like a perfect place to me. Alright, now that retro spirits have been lifted, let's say we head back to London. Next on our list is Oxford spell. Once we read that, the war will be really kicking into high gear. Actually, there's something else we should take care of first. Would you mind if we change the menu so we can dress our future plans a little more privately? Oh, and that be okay, then why don't we try to go to the woods over there, away from the highway? Yeah, fuck. Yeah, sorry about that, I had no idea Forest is actually a Morphest. Please stand back! Fairies, the Round Table Army will handle us. No need to worry about this, these Morphs won't be handled. There's so much to touch me. I love how that all of a sudden the hair sort of makes them have flaming hair. I'm Ridgerbit, the Fury of the Seed of Flame. See for yourselves how that body burns. Come, Sir Percival. Come, Lady Gareth. Let us demonstrate what the Knights of the Round Table Army truly aspire to. I love how basically just like, what the fuck is this? Oh, that's... I feel sorry for Vargas Simp here. Alright, where is BB? Alright. Okay, there. No, there it is. Okay, mages. Yeah. I really need to get. I really need to get my Delman up to 6. At least that way I can get coins finally.
お目覚めよ来たれ暗黒の帳太陽はここに生まれ変わる狂乱の塔悪霊サフ
Hey, slow.
残酷に野心的にです。
我が指先我が指先どこまでも
私の触手は残忍ですよ。
黒き力限り黒き力限りなく
ニャルシュタンニャ笑わせないでくれます
Alright, let's do those.
飼育箱に入れてあげる。さあ哀れに逃げ惑いなさい。カーストカッティングクレーター。惨めすぎてお話になりません。やりすぎですか？
God damn it.
名城しがたき。
I thought that would actually work for like a
サードアイ海岸みじま従いますけどこっちこっち。
これにて一巻の終わり。
Hey Jay, thanks for the raid, man. Much appreciated. Shout out to Mr. J, guys. Inspired the Concom bonds, which you can check down over here as well. But yeah, welcome in worlds. I am draconiczahak. I'm a demon lord. I am basically playing Fake Grandor as well. And right now we're also doing Lost Spell 6. And I'm trying to do this with just extra class servants. Currently right now we are in section 17 now. And for like part 2, which goes up to chapter 24. Yeah, thanks for the raid again, Jay. And how was your stream and everything for like the Lost Spells? So as I was saying, I was practically thinking of ringing a different bell at Brigham's Decks. We know exactly where Oxford Bell is, and now that Woodrose is gone, we can ring it any time. So I propose we head to Orkney next.
Morgan is about to be watching Oxford right now, which should mean that Orkney is ripe for the picking. Hey, Darf. How goes it? I see, so that's a good, we still have to make our way to Orkney officially after all. And since none of the other Queen's troops have been deployed there, now it will seem to be your time's the best chance. Unfortunately, it's not quite that simple. Okay, you finished section 14. Nice. Nice, man. I know. Probably still a bit there, but that's pretty good. Although I did warn you that I am probably a bit ahead right now, so. Wait till Rizar was like, okay, yeah, you're probably good. The Queen will send her army after us at the moment we head to Orkney. Nothing of Canak Rabbit's army to the north. Oh, and thanks for the work, Jay. Understandable. So I've been thinking it's safer to advance the Round Table's army up to near Camelot. Then we'll have some troops to protect us on the way to Orkney. Okay, and thanks also for the work, Darth. Much appreciated. Now, if you're going to go there as army, Canak Rabbit will mobilize the army in response. Someone got a record saying that she sees the child of opposite as an obstacle and Autria as a rival. So if Autria makes her any overt moves, she has no choice but go in her way, a virtue of her position as queen. But we really don't want to fight the Northern Fairies, unless we absolutely have to. We need him on our side as fighting Morgan instead. Right, Percival, Autria? Right, I would like nothing more than a formal alliance with the Northern Fairies. Not as allies as a fight against the Queen, but as fellow citizens of Britain. Well, we tried sending messages as a cat around sometimes, but unfortunately she won't even give us the time of day. I mean, Canak Rabbit does hate humans. Actually, I don't know if they say hate so much as... Well, never mind, it doesn't matter now. Anyway, I agree with the fishing. I think the fourth bell ring should be Orkney's. Once I do that, I can stop by Canak Rabbit's camp on the way home, and she should be willing to negotiate with, so... Yeah, you're the child of prophecy both name and deed now. The Chocolate King can't afford to ignore you anymore. Okay then, the question is, how did we get to Orkney without anyone finding out? What if we went through the Lake District? It's all marshmallow north of Britain, and it's constantly murray in the fog. The trade is much more too treacherous for our army to cross, it's for more Sioux. Both Canak Rabbit's army and the Royal Army have always kept their distance. It would be much more dangerous a route than taking the highway, but... Sounds like a good idea to me. Let's do it. We're only got so many people with us, so we better be off dodging more than an army. I guess that's true. What do you think, draconiczahak? Yeah, I'll fall for it. I see, Tim. I guess that's that. Personally, I don't think splitting off in an army is a good idea, but I guess you guys are used to moving about as small as a small league. For a team with your skills, linktr is to be much problem. Good luck, I'll be rooting for you. Huh? You're not coming with us, Samran? Of course not. The Round Table Army is in the middle of a rapid growth period. Someone has to stay to keep an eye on them. Powering up the child prophecy with bells up Ridge is support, of course, but so is improving our army. First of all, I would like you to come along and command the Round Table Army too, so we can secure Oxford spell. I'll leave it to London a little thinly guarded, but we can occupy Oxford. We don't need it anymore. And once that happens, the Queen's army won't have any more reason to attack it. Then it's settled. Ultra, Draconiczahak, Murmasa, Devishi, Gareth, and Habitrot will set off to Oxford's Bell on the way to the Lake District. Richard, would you be willing to help out them? I could certainly take him as far as the edge of the Lake District, but I won't be able to bring the wagon in there. So once this all off, I'll lay low on Edgebird and pretend I'm a wandering knight. You'll be stopping by Edgebird on your way from Orkney, right? So I'll rendezvous with you there. That sounds perfect. Where have you been hiding all these marks? For that matter, why were you drawing away as Altria's secret wagon horse all this time? You could have had a much more prestigious career under Woodrose. Ha! As you can see, I've always had an affinity for the wind. So the wind constantly feels home to me. Alright then, Oberon, I will head back to London. Wait, I'm going with you too. I'm sorry, Altria. No, this is selfish to me, especially after I decide for myself a child prophecy's #1 night. No, going back to London probably won't make much of a difference. But I can't still help there, and I just can't leave the people to fend for themselves. Of course, Care, if you have nothing to apologize for, I think it's great that you found somewhere you belong. Don't worry about me. With draconiczahak and a fishy and Muramasa, I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll miss having you around, but it won't be long before we get to see each other again in London. So let's make sure that we're both getting stronger by then. You got it! In the meantime, I'll be keeping my ears peeled for the ringing of the next bell. Go up to you too, Oberon. Right, take care there. Be warned, there's a ton of ash over that far shore, so... And it also gets freezing cold out there. And since never blackout or I can cross the ocean, I have no idea what may be on the other side of the ocean. Still, whatever you find there, I'm sure it won't be as bad as what you had to overcome in the Russian moss spell. Oh, and keep an eye on Altria. The more nonchalant she acts, the more she's staring up inside. I guess I haven't warned you, huh? I'm glad she's in good hands. Once we run Orky and Oxford spells, we'll have more to move faster than ever. So in that meantime, I'll do whatever is necessary to find out where the 6th bell is located. After that, it'll be finally time to face Morgan regardless how the odds are stacked against us. Once more, something tells me that even defeating her won't be enough to solve our problems. There's something else inside Spirit that's cursing every living creature there. Unfortunately, we haven't had the least idea what it could be. Remember this, draconiczahak. We still know almost as nothing about Britain's history. If we're lucky, maybe you'll find a clue as about how this world came to be on the way to Norkri. If we're really lucky, the clue might just give us the edge we need to defeat Morgan. Okay. I hear a bell ringing. I hear my voice called to me, a dream that hasn't changed once in my entire life. But this is everything we can do for her right now. We need to think it be at least some use. So please make sure that she gets it, okay? Okay, well, I think the child prophecy will be thrilled to receive this. Yeah, I think so too. You guys make sure that you keep her safe, okay? I don't really want to accept those gifts. It was all junk. Upper class fairies who saw it would think it would be was just about dress, but those fairies, the struggle just to make it through the day, was their most precious treasure. I can see their hopes, their feelings, and all those gifts, and I can see their future. I saw the hope they were going to. I saw their joy and believe in something warm. I saw them tear up for the sheer gratitude of being alive, no matter how hard life was for them. And I saw who they would probably gone by the next morning. Next time I came to Godchester, those fairies were nowhere to be seen. They didn't even trust their hopes of a child pups because they knew they weren't long for this world. They wouldn't have loved to live longer, but they wanted to help the child pups even more, so they gave me the only treasure they had, their lives. I really wish they had it. That's sad. I see Britain I don't recognize. A world I know nothing about. I see a young squire standing alone in a town lifted only by the rays of the setting sun. It's me, as a little girl, although raised as a boy. This other Altria has placed her hand on the sword of selection, even though no one had told her to. Britain's destruction is all but certain now. Anyone who would claim claim his throne necessitates to be a sacrifice on land. If you become his king, the people will place all their hopes on your soldiers. Actually, make everything right. If you fail, they'll just be as quick to curse you, blaming you for everything going wrong. You will gain nothing from this. Truthfully, you'll only be making life harder for yourself. Well, amazed with a kind face stands beside her. Curse her not to go through with this. You should think long and hard before you make your choice. Once you draw that sword, you'll never be able to go back to ordinary human life. Yeah, think about it. No, there's nothing to think about. It just doesn't make sense. The world ending is everyone's problems to solve. If it's going to end, it should end with everyone cursing each other equally. So why? Why are you? I saw a great many people smiling. I don't think that was a mistake. And this is what happened as a result. A pariah to even her own knights and subjects, even after she rebuilt the entire country, crushed beneath the weight of the world's hope, without ever knowing joy of her own. And all she built came to ruin. Her trusted companions killed each other. Everyone she knew was dead, and she died alone. This is some kind of joke. It's not funny. This is cruel. How can you just use her to get what you want? Then ignore her forever. How can you forget her? Like she was some story you finished enjoying. Why did she have to do all that? Why did she feel like she had to? There's no reason for her to become king. It just seemed like she had the power to. I don't understand. I see her little life play out, and now it's hard to see something to aspire to. Why did it have to be you? Couldn't it have just let it been someone else to do it? The worst thing I could say slipped out of my mouth, but before I could stop myself, herself quickly turned around to face me and said, "Perhaps. I do think there may have been someone else suitable for this role. And why? Why in the world did you do this?" Why? I think you know the answer better than anyone. We've been heading north on the highway all night. It's almost noon now. In this place, we should arrive at the entrance to the Lake District by nightfall. Just please remember we're very ways temporary once we get there. Alright, about that, I was actually hoping we could tweak our plans a little. And you could head west from here. That way, that's the way to Manchester, right? I want to stop by there before the Lake District. Manchester, as the Bargus of Maine, are you sure about this, draconiczahak? I'm aboard, yes. Okay, you're a dog person too. What about you, Muramasa? Hey, I'm actually more of a cat person, thank you. What? This is really surprising. I just assumed you worked out the one Fishy said she wanted to go to Orchard. Well, I did, okay? And what about you, Haberchat? Do you know? Me? The Fishy talked to me about it before we got to the wagon. Wanna know if I might stop in there before Orchard. So maybe you already knew about this, Habitat, but I'm supposed to be on the leader. Sorry, Archer, but even we were on board with this fight. I don't think you'd be able to keep it to yourself. Burgess is still taking one to Queensland Lane, so I didn't want to Percival or Oberon to know about this. Good point. Percival would certainly worry if he knew we were stopped by enemy's territory. And I doubt Oberon would be happy about it either, since she's burned out in this forest. Manchester's a nice place, very unlike Oxford, which is getting more modernized with its restaurants. It's still an idyllic fairy tale like you see in the story, probably maybe against the rules of Gloucester, but Manchester doesn't need to ban fighting. The whole town despises it, you see. Really? You know the survival feds laws of the land here? Huh, don't worry, Barks to take on the survival isn't quite what you think it. You'll see when we get there. Alright, Manchester it is. Trust me, this is a lovely place full of peaceful wildlife. There won't be any fighting whatsoever. I'll give you the red bits guarantee. Manchester Main Street. Inside a local tavern. Woo! You two look really strong. This is awesome. Get him! What the fuck kind of music was that? This is supposed to be like Mario-like music. Okay, aerial drive here, and then we need a alter ego. Alright. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, that's it. Really likes pulling, yeah, they really like the pulling shooting that for some reason. Oh, that's embarrassing. Yeah, I was gonna just boy this person. Okay, now this is... Yeah. It's the same dream I had several times before. I'm crying while eating the remains of what used to be my lover. They're delicious, I'm so happy, this is wonderful, it hurts, I'm heartbroken, this is madness.
Irritation is the fact of life of wild creatures. It's natural for us to seek out ours, love them, and become one of them or survive. Living by the laws of the wild is also a source of pride for me. I'm blessed with an exceptional spiritual origin, usually for one of the Fang clan. As one who is more strong, I have my duty to govern and protect the weak. I have to be strong. I have to what the strong so I can get stronger. You see, my rules are right. I only have love the strong. At those I love, and that maybe even at an even better wild creature. That is my lot of life. That is how I had many strong meals so I can defend Britain and protect the weak. But deep down, after never a good cry, why don't you come over here? You don't have to stop crying, just tell me what happened today. Did something painful happen? Something sad? Did it happen to you while you smiled? Did it happen to someone else while you got upset? Whatever it is, please tell me. I want to know how you feel. It's okay, I promise I'll never stop liking you, no matter how embarrassing it might have been. This body seems as though it could fall apart at any moment. He could barely speak above a whisper. He was the weakest creature I ever known, yet he helped me tremendously when I was on the verge of a breakdown. You know, there's nothing like a fun story to cheer you up at our times. Why don't I tell you the tale of your favorite knights at the round table? I'll tell you the story of a Muslim who drifted here as a changeling, and for a proud, slightly somber story. Hey, future! Beer hydrate. Also, the divers, thank you for the head pats as well. And much appreciated. Also, shout out to future God guys. He's also part of the Concon Buns. Plays a variety of games, including JRPGs too. Make sure to check him out. He's a very chilled guy. But yeah, how goes the future? Oh, we have to make sure to hit that Jackie. Don't want to forget the tattoos. No problem, man. Helping out a fellow teammate. A story of brave knights you always looked up to. The knights of those stories were not compelled by anyone to be righteous. They were born righteous. They were proud and they had wonderful. They protected the weak and did good deeds wherever they went. They may have only stories from another world, but they still admired them more than anything. Even though a despicable fairy like myself had no right to do so. But whenever I shared my tremendous thoughts at my tears, he always responded with a gentle smile. There, look, I'll let the car, and those flowers you have planted have grown in beauty. And it seems that you planted another one for me today. So that's that I can enjoy him even though I can't walk. Thank you, it's so kind of you. I only hope that one day you'll be free from the pain that you're carrying in your heart. Well, curly chair. Driving on the highway. Ooh, shit. What? Let me guess, is it because of rain or like traffic and stuff? Yeah, I hope that you get plenty of rest after that. Right, her love runs true and deep, and with every new relationship, she's certain she can prevail over the need to consume. She has never succeeded. Now she is at her limit. No, she's reached her limit a long time ago. I don't know how many times she's thought of putting herself out of her own misery. But despite her urge, how strong her sense of responsibility prevents her from taking the easy way out. So she lives on the guilt of devouring her lovers, and as penance she continues to protect Britain, even if as her tears are up inside. She's an example of all of this, which is why I want to help her any way I can. You're the only fairy who possesses true nobility. It would be a tragic loss for you to take your own life. So let's make a deal, Bargus. It's still a little too soon for you to take on that curse after all. Traffic had to help your dad drop off his car with at the dealership. Oh, got you. Well, hopefully you didn't have to deal with like the freaking getting rain or thunderstorms. I'm sorry, so sorry.
I'm sorry about that, everyone. I hope you can hear of them. Oh, speaking of that, my dad was actually driving me home, and then he was telling me to, like, to know if I noticed anything different because of something interesting going on. So I'm just... here waiting. He's like, hold up to the spy and say, okay, take a look. Notice anything different. It's like, I'm like, looking something you said. No, so I'm like looking at it. All of a sudden, I see the sign for the BP gas station actually fell over, and it's still live, like electricity ran through and everything, and they put cones on top of them. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how was fucking strong in the wind that it had to be knocked that over? And why are they still fucking have power running through that? It's like, someone's about to get electrocuted. Like, turn that shit off. Like, it's like some corporate policy where BP has to keep their signs on at all times or something, but... I'm really sorry about it, everyone. I hope you can give them. I promise I'll give those idiots the stir talking to later, so this is sort of thing doesn't happen again. Their fairies is susceptible to trends, you see. Well, you know how they're talking about Camelot preparing for these wars, that's right? That made them want to have a pretend war of their own. No, the cursed sky on white, but there was construction going. Yeah, I guess probably they didn't give a fuck. Yeah, it's like, okay, gotcha. I mean, hopefully the construction too isn't as bad as like here in town. It's like they're having like multiple spots, and instead of like doing like actually creating projects, it's just tear up like every week to just find another spot, tear it up, and then just set cones there instead of like actually completing like the project they need to work and finish. They were satisfied with their burgers up until you walked in, but well, come on, these fairies and humans. And the human just looked so strong. I knew there had to be a blast fighting them. Don't be deaf. Have you forgotten that Lady Bargus is back right now? If you lost ever get someone killed, she finds out about, she'll have your heads in mine. You ought to be thanking your lucky stars that these people are so strong in her sake. I hope no more alcohol for you until I say so. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. I can't go back to not drinking human alcohol now that I know how good it is. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, there's just a lot of idiots, I guess, in my state, so I'm guessing that's why they do some stupid weird shit. Well, Redfit, can't certify your Redfit's a guarantee. That's strange. Well, speaking of odd things, I distinctly remember Manchester as a town busted with smiles, kindness, and violence. Don't be silly, there's no violence here, the rule of the Manchester survival of the fittest. All this from tavern. I'm Jenny. I was born near here recently. I see, so that explains it. So you must not know much about Manchester yet. You happen to know where the lord of the house is, Jenny? You mean Lady Parker? Sure, she's over that way, at the end of the big road. Oh, that's kind of hard not to miss that. Oh yeah. I see now. Looks like a big mansion with a beautiful garden. Anyway, I thought Manchester was a Fancron town. I guess the fairies like you, too. Are there any Earthcrown fairies here as well? Not sure. I haven't seen any Earthcrown fairies. There's a lot of humans, though. It's about half of fairies, half humans. Really, so, as far as I've seen fairies walking around, there really aren't many humans there, too. Of course there is. It's 5 fairies here, so the strong have to protect the weak. No, because I'm one of the ones being protected. Lady Parkers might be strict, but she's also very kind of really funny. So that's how she defines the power of this, huh? Now I get it. I have my suspicions given that what we suited for her. But it does look like Parker's survival of the fittest ain't about as strong as preying on the weak. That's right, she's been like this for as long as I can remember. The strong should only eat the strong, and the weak aren't worth eating. So, they must be protected. She'll say that all the time. Because the kids or something? Of course not. Don't be saying. I mean, you saw how Bargans don't even recognize her, right? Nope, certainly don't know her a long while. No, sir.
Uh-huh. Especially with a look like that, it definitely fills me with hope. In fact, I don't know a single thing about her. Nope. Nothing. Huh? I know about Lady Vargas. She's back at her mansion right now. If you want Tom keeps congratulating her over, come back to visit her new lover all the time. Are you kidding me? All our talk about being a proud and noble Tamlin, and she still has to keep time to keep lovers? Vargas lover. Don't ever want to think about it. You can't take rumors that they say so serious. It's not like she ever heard any of them herself. Even if what they say is true, that's between her and her lovers, right? If they're okay with it, who are we to judge? Well, true love or not, crimes are still crimes, but it's also the land of fate, so I know different areas have their own very different rules. Still, now that we've come this far, can't leave without seeing her. If you're scared, Ribbit, it's okay. You can wait here. Besides, we're the only ones who wanted to talk to her. No, that's okay. I've come this far with you. I'm not gonna part ways with her now. Besides, I can't help it if she sets her sights on me as her nexus. That's the burden that someone as popular with all the ages me has to bear. So if I need to take a turn for the worst, I can at least be paid. Let me shield for the rest of you so while you can make you safe. Oh, come on. Let's off to Demon Slayer. I'm certain not afraid of any horrific fate-eating black dog. Welcome to Manchester, everyone. What a wonderful surprise to see you take me up on my request less than a day after I made it. Shiny. Gorgeous! Who in the world would call such a beautiful lady horrific? I see that now you're nothing less than a true noble. Nay, a true champion. Personally, I'm Richard VSO has just been hung out to try in the file card. Thank you for your fine words. I may ask who the fake Clown Fairy is. Don't worry about him. He's just another helpless episode. Happy chat. Would you mind taking Richard a bit outside for a bit? Susie, come on, Redbit. Let's go down to the yard. I noticed there was a fun-looking plaza out there. It's called a Pedalock Arbitrat. There's nothing like it, like a clan mansion. They always have so many luxuries. Even the owner has no particular plans about them. Thanks for a warm welcome. Of course, it's inconceivable upon every good lord to show their guests a proper hospitality. All the more so when it was I who invited you to begin with. If anything, I should be taking you. Anyway, glad to listen to you without firing us down. Now that we know for sure you don't mean to find us, we can actually get to, Vargas? I'm afraid you're mistaken that. Well, I certainly bear no ill energy to see. They have every intention of fighting you. Huh? What's the meaning of this, Vargas? What do you kind of say, Aldous? My business is with you. Draconiczahak, Master of Shadia, Leader officially, and his faithful servant. I know it's uncommon to me, but I'd like to ask you, with all respect for a duel, would it be so kind to show me your strength you once had? That once again. I see. You want to find out if Shadia can walk the walk before we could talk the talk. I guarantee you won't trust us unless we can prove we're able to beat you without the child prophet's help. That is true, but no more than that. And I am interested in you, Draconiczahak. I want to see just how far Mir Hermity can go against us fair and no. I'm going to see myself where your victory so far has been more than a fluke. Oh, jeez. So we only could bring up to 3 servants, okay.
Alright, let's go. Let's see if this is gonna work. Alright.
士族の誇りにかけてこうしなくちゃわからないよね。乗ってきたわよ。我が天秤に集うひらめき。宝石の声を聞けばよいの。星の輝き、今ここに。ぶっ飛ばしますわよ。そうしますね。
We really need a rainbow chain.
こうかしら。こうかしら。私の宝石たち。これがとどめ。スイッ。スイッ。スイッ。
Thank you.
主よ、重くいくのね。激しくいくのね。愛を知らない悲しきここに星のように働く。逃げ場はないわ。鉄拳制裁。気で怒らせてもせい。くい諦めろっての。華麗に戦うぞ。スイッ。マリはやってるね。ザン。鋭くいくのね。お重くいくのね。ゾン。ハレルヤ。士族の誇りにかけて。スイッ。過激よは死なず。過激よはかねなれば。ザン。鋭くいくのね。ゾン。光よ。ハレルヤ。華麗に戦うぞ。
Oh shit. Well, it's kind of fucking redundant to do that. So in fact, she's already charged.
謝罪しますわ。ネズミ相手とはいえ手加減をしていたことに。ぶっ潰れなさい。ブラックドッグガラティーン。必ず返して差し上げます。ごめん。あとは頼む。こんなこと摂理である。判決の時ですよ。星の声を聞きなさい。おお。サラソウジュの花のすなわちこの世の摂理を知るがいい。諸行無常超なきつい。気を怒らせてもね。
There we go.
あなたの罪を計りましょう。我が宝石庫はこの夜空。あなたの罪はこの星の数。くっそうする。ゾン。そこ。スイッ。宝石の声を聞けばよい。ぶっそうし。任せなさい。こうかしら。
Okay, that's it.
用意はよくて。
Or close, but.
源氏死にそうらえ。我が天秤に集う 聞けばよいのでしょ。そうしますね。ええ、こうかしら、こうかしら。私の宝石たち、これがとどめ。
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick and then we're gonna read more of the story beta back. Oh dude, it took you a month to respond to this? Yeah, I talk shit about Commander Low Fi-Fi because I'm on a date with his waifu and he ain't fucking responding. Also, I'm on a date with his waifu, and it's also I have his secret waifu right here. So yeah, I have both of his waifus right here. Which, oh by the way, hey Commander, I have sisters. I have sisters with me. Something that you are basically wishing you have, but keep denying for some fucking reason. Yes, Operation Vegetable. I'm gonna go with Rushiko, who is kind to the liver. Yep. Prove that Kyuhime is sexy.
When did I ever say that?
What do you think?
Ew! What the fuck?
Hey,
Disgusting.
she's sexy. She's hot and sexy. Wait, it's a harem girl. What is wrong with you guys?
Kill her with fire. Hey, my lord First Hassan, please kill this. What is this thing? A lizard with fire?
No! Don't
Snake.
kill the belly dancer!
She's a snake, sadly.
Yes. Oh, good. Even better. Kill the snake.
Oh, sorry, Spire. It only goes. It's up to. I haven't set it up for the art, but. Here. That. Imagine one of those. Existing, at least they go with. Back ass. Alright. Well, this is a day of extremes. Woo! These gochi are so good. I love how versatile the potatos are, no matter what world they come from. These oysters are amazing too. I was a little shocked when they come out on a huge fight piled up on this here, but damn it, I couldn't eat these things right. Don't let the fancy presentation fool you. It's not as nearly as impressive as it looks. It's just as though all those meat pies are dominating the table. There must be enough here to cover the Garrett's entire shield. They must have made it pretty clear how fan Barky is. She was just trying to break concentration by overwhelming was a serious quality at first. Wouldn't work on me though. Oh man, this is really good. There, I changed back to your usual armor now that I've done both the frying and cooking. I do hope you like this food. I apologize for gonna make anything more than these simple dishes. Normally I would like to have chefs do cooking, but I had to give them a leave of absence as part of my house arrest. That's right. It's best effort to impress it. I'm merely into a fireplace. Even kept culinary techniques drilled into me. It's far a cry from the gourmet cuisine they had seen served in Camelot. How's this? That's so. I didn't think you Tamlin were so domestic. It must have been nice. Must have been hard being the lord of a heck town like this, as if you'd have you do your own cooking. I don't understand. Shouldn't everybody who plans to get married someday be able to do all manner of housework? I think now that we've come this far, I won't be completely frank. With you. I want to keep the residents of Britain safe. That's why I pledged my horn to Her Majesty. But Her Majesty does not share that call. In fact, she's actively working to worsen the Great Calamity. She cares only for the fairy brain herself, not the fate who inhabit it. So, here's my proposal to you, child prophecy. If you mean to ring the bells of pilgrimage so that may you truly save Britain, I'm willing to fight for your cause. If need be, I'll even rise up against the Queen herself during the Battle of Camelot that is now sure to come. You're serious about this, aren't you? I don't mind having you on board, but what about your pride as a knight? You already want to join our side, even after you destroy the human ranch and burn down the royalist force in the Queen's command. That's right, even if it was a little too late, I still wish to join you. As to my crimes, you're welcome to convene a court martial after the Battle of Camelot. Rest assured, I will expect no mercy. I will accept whatever punishment fits my crimes. But first, I want you to promise me one thing. Draconiczahak, the fishy, you both have said this. Possible for fairy princess versus immigrate. Possible for fairy versus to immigrate into proper human history. If that's true, as you two are willing to tolerate fairies and live among you, then I would ask you to please give the matter some thought. Her Majesty has already told me that our Britain is what is known as a lost spell. A world that's meant to disappear and to make way for the proper human history. I believe it. I have no doubt that this Britain should never have come to exist. What makes you say that, Vargas? You want to protect Britain, right? So why would you think it should never have existed? Aren't those two ideas mutually exclusive? Because we fear this land, every one of us. I suspect you could ask any fairy in this land, and they will give you the same answer. At any rate, under Queen Morgan's reign, every fairy will perish by the end of the year. Naturally, I have no notion of what our lives would be like under the child property's reigns. But should the fairies who, under her reign, wish to move up to the outside world, I hope you will take them. If worst comes to worst, and this is if Britain does disappear, I could ask nothing more than to have the fairies born here to live in your world. Very big technical advisor. I think it'll be great. In fact, I can't come up with a single resolve to refuse. The Storeborough is big enough to hold 500 refugees. They would have to live there until we can resolve the bleach of Earth phenomenon, of course. But as long as they're okay with that, they should be able to get by in the board just fine. Besides, this is exactly what the Storeborough was designed for. It's a modern-day Noah's Ark. While there are many of them, there'd be few vessels left like proper human history. They serve as a little lifeboats preserved for the future species they carry. 500 ain't a lot compared to the fairy population at large, though. You got to be okay with that, Vargas. Yes, saving a small number is far better than the failing to save everyone. As long as you remember the promise no, which then I will probably become a filthy turncoat for your cause. Of course, I'm sure Wayne would think poorly of me for this. However, I prefer use his name. I'll admit, the very idea of betraying the war must be unthinkable for him. I see, so he really would have scolded me. But you would ask, are you sure about this, Vargas? Never mind the politics, are you sure you can trust us as your enemies? I'm sure you have said something like this before yourself, Draconiczahak. Even if the world would have disappeared, you don't want to let what might come tomorrow ruin today. And were you exactly right? Instead of worrying about what might happen tomorrow, I should focus on what I can do today. Alright, I can't possibly turn you down like this point. If we get the moments of how the world I'm gonna explain this to Oberon. Damn my Bargus, you really want to help this child of prophecy so you can do so at Camelot. Shadia. Do so at Camelot. Once the fighting then begins, you will refrain from attacking the Round Table army. That part is absolutely non-negotiable. Aside from that, well, if you feel like neutralizing some of the Queen's army's forces for us, I'm not gonna stop you. Any of those are my only instructions. Any thoughts, Marcus? I'm surprised you wouldn't ask me to open the castle gates from the inside for you. Did I not say you need to hold back on my behalf? I know, but just don't trust you enough to rely on something so critical. All you have to do is fight with your own means. We can break down the gates ourselves. Good point. If I was lying to you, I would certainly be in the dire straits to trust me to open the gates for you. You made the right choice, but I must admit, I don't expect you to be so severe. By a much larger subject. Yes, I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. Can you dare assist your significant other? Yeah, I'd love to meet you. We heard all about it in town. They say you came back to Manchester all the time just to spend time with your new squeeze. It's not all the time. I just came here as often as I can. Besides, he's not my significant other at all. He's just a human boy I take care of. I love the strong. I never would have dreamed of taking a lover as weak, as incapable, devoid of future as him. You sure about that? They say love is blind for a reason. You could just as well end up falling in love with the last person you expect. I could? I suppose I couldn't be surprised at that proper human history's culture so advanced. But, I digress. Out of us is very weak. He's been sickly all his life. He's currently recuperating here in my mansion. Well, I was very excited to meet you when I told him about you, draconiczahak. I fear he's been struggling with an unrelenting cotton fit recently, and I haven't been able to get him best. So thanks to my immediate great command on me. So I want to at least let him get some rest the rest he needs. That said, I'd be very grateful if you could come here to meet him after the battle of Camelot. I may not be able to come back myself, but I know you should get along right well. Gotcha. Sorry, but I'm cross with us. I guess the fairies aren't the only people you want to keep safe. Of course not. I may not be hesitant to discipline uneducated humans, but that is no more than the basic training humans need to survive in this world. Fairies and humans are two halves of the whole. You cannot treat them separate. Protecting the fairies means during the same time as the humans. Well, this has been very productive. I'm really glad we stopped by Manchester. I think this is all good respect for you too, Audrey. Yeah, you must have enjoyed getting the talk with an old fairy friend of yours, right? Sure, you might have been acting huffy, but you clearly are enjoying the meat pies, seeing as you ate them so many. I respect, hurry! This wore me out even before acting as part of the child of prophecy around the table army. Now, if we're done here, let's get going already. We still have to make it to the Lake District by nightfall. Lectress, I see, you're going to Oak Creek. There may not be very Morris up north, but each individual's Morris is stronger than they constitute. And those in the Lake District are especially strong at that. Be careful out there. Thanks for a heads up. What is it, Bargus? Got something on your mind? Yes, I was just thinking about the relationship between Master and Servant you told me about during our meal. Your Majesty told me about the serpents as well. Serpents are spirit beings that retrieved from the chronicle of human history, placed beyond the time known as the Throne of Heroes. They come into being when their master summons them for a particular purpose. These serpents stay by their master's side. Should their master die, they vanish. I do have that all correct? Pretty much, yes. Yep, why? Then, it doesn't make sense. What? That a servant will place a master when the master's weaker? I wonder about that too, but no, that isn't what I'm talking about now. I'm talking about Beryl Cut. He claims that Queen Morgan is a servant he summoned himself. But Queen Morgan's never called Beryl Cut her master. And above all, He came to Fairy Britain a few months ago, while Morgan was queen for over 2,000 years. That's what doesn't make sense. Her majesty was like, well before this man came along. Unless it's possible to summon a version of a current living person. Maybe. I can't think of one's possibility. There may have been a few cases where the future forms of heroic spirits, unexpectedly complex histories, have been summoned in the present day, all while their original selves are still alive. And since proper human history, Morgan is known to have 3 separate personalities. It could be that one of them was summoned here. But of course, that would mean that if that were the case, it would also mean that there were 2 Morgans here in Fairy Britain. I don't suppose you've seen any signs of a second Morgan, or even heard rumors of that effect. No, I haven't. There's only one Queen Morgan, and she's not a servant. I've served her master for 2,200 years, and I'm also certain she is a fairy. That's why I wish to ask you about this. Is Baroka truly Morgan's master? Yeah, that is a good question there. Like, circumstances change confirmed. I've been proposed for you chosen ones. I offer you for those you who were cast aside. If you desire a combination, then the chosen rebirth. If you desire a darkness, then the chosen eternal sleep. It makes no difference to a god. Makes a difference, well, it sure as shit makes a difference to me whenever I live or die. Living inevitably means a struggle, and while dying takes those struggles right off your plate. I always prefer to keep things simple. I can't even distance it if I got too much on my mind. Acclaim, power, the future of humanity, to being the best future of myself I can. Fact is, I don't care enough about myself to get worked up about any of that. Okay, Mr. Foreign God, I hear you. But before I give you my answer, can you tell me one thing first? Ask him if there's anything in this world that can actually matter to me. And then he answered me without a second thought, and guess that's a god for you. Oh, is this place? Hey, Christine! You made it back to life too, huh? Oh, hey, it's awesome. I thought I'd be the first one out, but I guess I was dead wrong. I mean, we're talking about the foreign god here, right? The one who says he's gonna refruit all of human history. I figured the only ones to jump at a sweet offer like that would be me and Pepperino or David. Not at all, as much as I decided the next person. What could be more enticing than the prospect of creating a new human history? You'll have to be mad to refuse. Well, damn, I stand corrected. You're finally showing your true colors, huh? Well done. I mean, there has been times before I couldn't believe that the stuff that got out of your mouth was still. Anyway, you got a real nice smile now, like a real big belief. That smile say I'm gonna abandon all of humanity to their death, so I can be the king of the goddamn world. If you were all broken up, pretending to be the one of the good guys, I have had some serious words sticking it to you. Huh, do I really seem that different now that I did before? Nope, you didn't. That's why I'm so happy about this. You've actually been off your rocker the whole time. Oh well, at least I know at some level that members of Team A misunderstood me in many ways. Huh? I don't get welcome me. I mean, this is like the new you. So what do you want me to do? Wants me to do, Boldime? You're the team leader, yeah? And hey, I've now finally get what the whole cyber thing was about. That's right, you were brought to Singularity Pair to missions for emergency contingencies, weren't you? You know about their secret serious slides, they use them. You also know how they're designed to deliver the decisive blow to assure the preservation of humanity. When the foreseen singularities appear in the 7 points of human history, expect them to. Huh? I thought you were only me and Melsbury know about the serious slides. I guess you did too, huh? Or maybe the foreign god told you. Either way, I'm sure you're cut out my work for me. My work cut out for me. Well, you guessed it. I'm the cleanup guy, so it's my job to dispose of anyone who's thinking about deserting the post. So what are you gonna do about me now? Gonna kill me here while we're all alone, and so not as the wrecking team morale? No, I think your ruthlessness could be useful. I want to use it. Eventually, everyone from Team A will be resurrected and assigned to a lost spot. From here, the foreign god will give us each a ticket to potentially become the king of the world in exchange for growing our Lost Spell tree of happiness. And while I would like you to tear your ticket up, you don't mind, right? It's not as though the ticket will actually be good for anything. However, you'll be reckless about it. You need to do it in secret while making it seem as though you're still giving it an honest try. Huh, hang on. You're telling me to portray the foreign god too? And what about the tearing up my chance to become king of the world? Are you shading me with, You'll be assigned to Isle Britain and look at liberty choosing it for you. I assure you don't mind being your homeland. And if I do, not even Mosbury was this intellectual of a decision making, you know. I see. Unfortunately, now that it's brought this up, I can't pretend it never happened. If you refuse, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to kill you. Oh, you serious? You got no choice about this. Thank you, Peril God. I understand, Leonard. You're the only one I can ask to do this. I don't know know what a lost spell is like, but I do know that Britain is crucial to the manuscript world. There's no telling what could happen if the foreign god were to inhabit something which came from there. There's one lost spell that must be cut down before it can grow maturity. How about you choose to go about it as your own business, but basically you just want me to slack off like I'm always done, right? Okay, pal, got it. Besides, I never had this much interest in competing to be king of the world. Anyway, this gig's way up more in my eye. That said, well done, but still a deal would be making, so I expect you to keep your word in of it too. Once you become king of the world, you better make sure damn well I live up to the lap of luxury, alright? Shit, there really isn't a goddamn thing here, is there? Well, apart from the phantasms of the fairies and the sort of nasty beauties running around, how is a place like this ever going to be any threat to new human history? I guess I Walter's got everything wrong and now, and no wait, I remember that look on his face whenever he was here. It was positive it was going to be a problem. Maybe he knew about something funky going on in London and the rest of us didn't. Oh well, no sweat on my back, that just makes my job easier. Now I can take care of the tree of this without anyone getting in the way. Speaking of which, I should probably go about summoning my servant. Thanks, sir, in making it much sure each cipher can summon at least one servant, Middlesbury. I mean, it's the least you could do after describing this with something as dangerous as the serious lives, but still. Of course, I still don't know exactly what kind of servant I'm gonna get. But I think I made a pretty good get. Can make it pretty good. Let's summon them up. My only condition is that they are capable of destroying the world. I am Morgan, the Fairy Queen Aurora. I've come in response to your summons. You there, descendant of the wishes, are you my master? That fucking doesn't make sense. That was a good nap. I knew I made a good choice of stopping here before heading home to Darlington. Oops, sorry, Queenie. Didn't realize you were still at hard work. Not on the front, all by your lonesome. Still, don't you think it's time you chilled out just a bit, Morgan? The tree of evidence is dead. Christina is our biggest enemy. We defeated them too. And the foreign god never got hold of the spiritual origin she wanted, so she never will now. There's nothing for us to be afraid of. We're practically already won. Well, so why not relax? It's not like Chadi or the child prophecy or any threat to you, right? Of course not. I never considered either of them to be my enemy. My only enemies are the humans who once rejected me. And the Isle of Britain that would reject the very Britain I've created. Property history itself is my enemy, so I will not relinquish my throne until it has been truly, utterly destroyed. Know this, Barrel Gut. The fault of Bohan Savasver and Godchester's lies in part with you. If you are so adept to be unable to babysit a child, I'll be forced to consider your position as both my husband and master. Tell Brother Van Sif that she has had her final chance. I have clearly been too soft on her. It's time she learned to carry herself in a manner befitting my heir. Whatever you say, Morgan. She'll be a lot happier to hear that from you, but I guess that's too much to ask. You don't really love anyone, so there's no chance you'll ever allow her to take the heir over for you. Man, I almost feel sorry for Bohan Sif being adopted by a woman as cold as you. Just needed to grab this. Yes, yeah, my throat is like really getting sore here. 8. After the incident in the pit, Mash and Asek began investigating the ruins all around Britain. Their only leads were the stories passed down within the Mirror clan, and the murals left by the Rain clan. The Rain clan? What? When was this a thing? So they set out west and to east on the great adventure in the search of such records left by humans. Between the Rangton Moors getting attacked by anti-Lundium fairies, and find the occasional giant monster when aesthetic felt like it, things weren't always easy. But when they all said that these travels began the loving memories, of course they helped that Mash was always so strong and awesome no matter what. Hey Mash, didn't you call me by some weird name when we first met? I guess you did. I'm sorry. You look so much like someone else I know. I just slipped out. Really? There's someone who just out there that looks just like me? What are they like? Only spent so little time with her, but that was enough for me to know she's a wonderful person. She's brave and kind and dependable. She spent a lot of time at her workshop making all sorts of clothes. Yep, and she also likes making dresses for brides too. Yeah, Habitrot's actually very awesome. Her name is Habitrot. She's a very happy fairy who wants nothing more than to be friends with brides everywhere. Well, if there's a fairy like that in the future, huh? I guess her name does sound a lot like mine. Maybe it's a fake name like Essex. Maybe she's trying to cover up her true name. That's enough, Mash. You agreed not to tell us anything about the future, remember? You're right, I'm sorry. I thought it would make Trot happy. I didn't stop to think about what I was doing. Gotcha. You can be very chaotic sometimes, huh, Mash? I'm sorry, too. Still. I like the idea of being a friend to the brides everywhere, too. That sounds like a great life to me. Well, they had their conversations like that, though, so I thought I could include them for one for posterity. Anyway, their search for the ruins lasted about 5 months. They didn't learn much. They didn't give up either. They kept pursuing the threads of Britain's history, and eventually arrived at the Priestess's prophecy. It was Britain's first prophecy of destruction, a curse left behind the first human, the priestess of a shrine deity. It predicted there would be 4 major wars named after the 4 seasons, but the War of Winter had not yet happened. They never did find out what it meant. Really, all they got from the exhibition was a lot of fun memories. And while I already is written down several times, let me remind you once again that this took place in Fate Era 400. Now there's only a few days to go until the coronation of Lundium, which will decide the fate of all Britain. And one of the key figures in that coronation, Ezek needed to return to the castle soon. There! The Neo's work's all done. All we have to do now is make the arbitrary lips. I think I'll make a purple rose for Ezek and a blue rose for Mash. Let me see. You did a good job. I have no complaints. You got from crybaby to expert. That's why I love handicrafts. Although I'm not sure about using embroidery for the brooch. Ezek's gonna be a queen, so she should have something that shines. I think the pattern of beads modeled after the world tree should do the trick. Here, give me that. Let me show you how it's done. Whoa! Have you always been this good with your hands, Black Knight? You're like some sort of silly master. Also, I hear a lot of fireworks going off too. Trot's changed so much since you came along, Mash. It's all thanks to you. We've been together for hundreds of years, but never seen this side of her. I really am a terrible friend. I was so caught in fighting. Never noticed that Tara was going through. She always been there for me. Oh no, it's nothing. It just happened to be the right place at the right time. That's all. The only reason Tarot got interested in making clothes in the first place was its upcoming coronation. She said that she wanted to make you a grown gown so pretty that you'll be the fairest fairy in all of Britain. I'm sure she would have gone on to become a great tailor even if I never shown up. Aesthetic? Alright, I think you deserve at least to know how I really feel. I'm no savior match. All I want to do is keep Britain alive. No longer have any intention of saving all its fairies or protecting humans like you. Huh? What are you saying? Are you protecting everyone? I've seen it myself. Here's the thing, Mash. For the last 100 years, I've been dispensing the calamities that appear in every 100 years, and the great calamities that appear every 1,000. Before, when I said I would let the fairies handle the aftermath and go asleep in a coffin, well, I wasn't the whole truth. The truth is, every time I saved her from a calamity, the fairies would come after me. I never known the moment of true peace. Only that I could ever do was run for my life and hibernate for years at a time. I'm sure that at the start, I really did want to build an ideal nation. But not now. Not anymore. Every time I decide to work hard, I finally get the right next time. I only ever end up having more stones thrown at me. I've been in prison, crucified, beheaded, drowned, and burned. And the only thing they haven't done is poison me. So by now, I stopped putting my hopes in fairies. My only companions are Tarot the Black Knight and Rainneck. I'm not even sure about Urfur. Even they only see me as a important tool, nothing more. So I only fight to protect Britain for myself. It's the only place I belong. That's why I'm going to unify all the fairies and give the humans the right to build a kingdom. It's the Britain I want. It's the sort of story proper human history would never allow. I've never been an Isaac the Savior. I'm just Isaac the Witch. But I'm sure there must have been some at least good fairy, right? One who believed in you and understand you. Wasn't there a single fairy you generally wanted to help? Nope, there wasn't. Not a single one, that's why. Things turned out this way. Mash, you come here from the era of High Queen. I don't know which faction you belong to in that time. I can never know if I ever did. That would change what happens in the future. I've been Valkane for you for a long time now about whether to kill you or save you. But I don't think it matters now. This fate era, the history of a tree of this making. As long as that tree exists, anything goes in this last bus. No matter what may be added to this world, it will simply just be a history to match. Things don't have to make sense of the world with a tree of this. The reason Morgan was so confident about using the water mirror to send things back in time to the Fate era is their awareness that nothing will change in the Fate era would affect the start of the era of the High Queen. So you're saying that the world was created by the tree of Ifnis can tolerate a fair number of deceptions without falling apart? That's right, that's why I'm here. The Fate era is the last point in the time where things can be so wibbly wobbly. Well, that's true. I mean, no one really has true descendants in the future. Because no one can actually really produce. The moment you spoke of the era of the High Queen, I had a flash of insight as to how the future must be played out. She must have used all the magical energy sort of decided the tree of this to transform this lost belt into a singularity. So I don't know why she chose to do that until the time comes, of course. But in the meantime, I can tell you that you can only exist while the Fate era lasts. 400 years at the start of the Fate era, the High Queen will disappear whether you're still alive or dead. You do understand that, right? Yes, I arrived in Britain in the year 2019 at the era of the High Queen. Since I didn't exist in that era before that date, when the tree of mist dies, I swear, just because the Fate era's history can be changed, that doesn't give her the right to send every problem she can't handle back to the past and let nature disappear for her. Now she started to sing sermons as well as climax. Unbelievable. That's just a fact. That's what it is. I guess Least I can do is make things right. So I'm mixed up in all this too. I was supposed to be sending Back to the Future where you came from. Are you sure? No, wait. Is that even possible? In a way, yes. It should work as long as there aren't any historical inconsistencies leading up to the calamity in Norwich in the year 2019 and of the era of the High Queen. So how will you feel about hanging out at the farthest edge of the world where no one can see or hear you? Okay, that's gonna be a long chapter. And yeah, I think my foot feels tingly. Let's see. Actually, how long until... Okay, that's 18. Alright, I think I'll probably do that tomorrow then. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. Alright. Next are coming in, guys. We're gonna stick around. We're gonna find some of the raid. Alright. Okay, John's doing that. I'm like trying to not to get... Okay. Well, actually just right here. He's doing Memorial Quest, so that's probably good. So yeah, guys, have a good one. I'll be back here... tomorrow. Also, make sure to check out my Linktree, which shows my socials, like my YouTube, my Twitch, my... Well, pretty much everything there too, so... But yeah, guys, have a good one, and good luck of continuing the story, and hope things go well for preparing for like rolls, and also 4th of July celebrations coming up as well. This is your Demon Lord Draconiczahak signing off. Later.